Welcome to the Parents' Bill of Rights and Protection of Pupil Rights Amendment, or PPRA, CCS Employees Training Module and Overview for the 2024-2025 school year. There will be an assessment following this training module. The Parents' Bill of Rights, also known as Senate Bill 49, can be found on the CCS website, the Families tab, and the Parents' Bill of Rights tab here. This provides an overview of information that will be discussed in this presentation, and you can review it further by accessing this page. Our objectives for this module are for you to understand the requirements for notifying parents about changes in student records and pronouns, to gain knowledge of the Protection of Pupil Rights Amendment, or PPRA, and its impact on student surveys and evaluations, to learn about the Parent's Guide for Student Achievement and its components, to recognize the importance of parental involvement and available services, and to ensure compliance with guidelines on instructional materials and age-appropriate instruction. North Carolina Senate Bill 49, known as the Parents' Bill of Rights, reinforces parental involvement in education by ensuring access to information about their child's academic progress, legal rights, health, and instructional content, while establishing guidelines and remedies for addressing parental concerns. There are three parts to Senate Bill 49. Part 1 is the Parents' Bill of Rights, which enumerates certain rights of parents related to the education, health, privacy, and safety of their child. Part 2 focused on parental guides and notification, which requires public school units to inform parents about involvement opportunities, legal rights related to their child's education, and student achievement resources. It also mandates parent notifications on student health, age-appropriate K-4 instruction on specific topics, and establishes remedies for addressing implementation concerns. And Part 3, the parental authorization for healthcare of minors, which requires healthcare practitioners to obtain written consent before providing any form of healthcare services. The Protection of Pupil Rights Amendments, or PPRA, is covered under Board Policy 4720, Surveys of Students. This amendment protects students from being administered surveys without the parent giving consent or opting in. This is an important federal legislation as it protects the rights of students and ensures that parents are informed. Let's review the topics covered under this amendment. Students cannot be surveyed about the political affiliations or beliefs of their parents or themselves. For example, a survey cannot be given to students without parent permission that asks students to identify the political party they prefer. This would also include verbally polling a class of students or administering a belief inventory that identifies a political party. It is also in violation of this amendment to survey a student without parental permission on their mental or psychological problems. For example, you could not survey a student to ask if they are being treated for a psychological condition or mental health concerns. Surveys about sexual behavior and attitudes are also prohibited without parent permission. Questions about illegal or antisocial behavior must also be avoided on student surveys without parental consent. For example, students may not be questioned on whether or not they have participated in any illegal actions such as theft or gang activity. Students cannot be surveyed about their religious practices or beliefs without parent consent. For example, classes cannot be surveyed or polled on what their religious affiliation is. Income is also a protected topic to be included on a survey without parent permission, unless the income data is required by law. An example of this would be a free or reduced lunch application. Conversations between privileged relationships must be avoided on student surveys without the parent opting in. For example, a survey cannot ask a student to disclose information shared between them and their lawyer, their minister, or a physician. And finally, students cannot be asked to provide appraisals of other family members on a student survey without their parents' consent. Under the Parents' Bill of Rights, parents must be notified when a student requests to be called by a different name or use alternate pronouns due to their gender identity. If a student asks you for this kind of change, the student should be directed to speak with a member of the school's CISP team. The CISP team member will speak to the student about notifying the parent. Once the parent has been notified, the SIS member will alert the appropriate staff that the change requested can go into effect. Classroom teachers must be aware that if they work outside of this process outlined above and choose to ask the entire class what pronouns they would like to use, they will be responsible for notifying all parents of any alternate pronouns a student indicates. The Parent's Guide to Student Achievement can also be found on the CCS website. This is an image of what this page looks like. The Parent's Guide to Student Achievement provides opportunities for parents to engage with key components and parental actions to support learning at home. For example, key components include helping parents understand the criteria for student promotion to the next grade, providing access for parents to review the standard course of study, textbooks, and supplementary materials found in each of our courses, to progress monitor or stay informed about their child's progress towards state and local academic standards, to know the qualifications and licensure status of their child's teachers, and to familiarize themselves with immunization requirements and schedules. Parental support for learning includes academic progress resources that support reading and academic growth, citizenship resources which encourage social skills and respect for others, and lifelong learning goal resources which help it set and achieve high expectations and goals for students. All instructional materials must be vetted and reviewed per CCS Board Policy 3200. These must be vetted by the grade level PLC, SIT team, or school leadership team. Rubrics have been developed to support PLCs and can be found on the C&I Canvas course. All teachers, when possible, should use Canvas to have a course syllabus for students and parents and post instructional resources for transparency and accessibility. Alternative assignments should be created when requested by parents or when needed to meet the diverse needs of our learners. This is an example of where you can locate the secondary resource on the middle school and high school homepage for the C&I Canvas course. And this is an example of what that rubric looks like. Age-appropriate instruction. According to statute 115C 7655, instruction on gender identity, sexual activity, or sexuality shall not be included in the curriculum provided in grades kindergarten through fourth grade, regardless of whether the information is provided by school personnel or third parties. For the purposes of this section, curriculum includes the standard course of study and support materials, locally developed curriculum, supplemental instruction, and textbooks and other supplementary materials, but does not include responses to student-initiated questions. Research tells us that a strong parent-school partnership is vital for student success, fostering open communication, mutual support, and a shared commitment to academic and personal growth. CCS Board Policy 1310/4002, parental involvement, is one of several policies significantly impacted by the passage of the Parents' Bill of Rights. Parental involvement services include family literacy services, which provide access to mentoring, tutoring, and academic reinforcement programs, college planning resources that utilize academic advisement and counseling services, and after-school programs, which allow parents to explore programs that extend learning beyond the school day. Opportunities for parent participation are also highlighted in this section. School advisory councils, where parents are able to participate in councils and school volunteer programs, academic programs such as honor programs, dual enrollment options, and advanced placement opportunities, educational choices that are both public and non-public options to understand the various school options available in our county, and scholarship programs, which allow parents to explore scholarship opportunities for educational choice, are also available on this page. The rights of students with disabilities, and health and immunization information to review the immunization schedule and information on meningococcal meningitis and influenza are also found in this school board policy. Section 115C 76.60 of the Parents' Bill of Rights outlines procedures for parents to address concerns about the implementation of parental rights within schools. It allows parents to raise issues directly with school administrators and, if not satisfactorily resolved, to escalate concerns to the local school board. This section emphasizes a structured process for parental input, ensuring transparency and accountability in addressing complaints related to their child's education and well-being. Please take a moment to review this slide before proceeding.